Welcome to the treasure room.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Prepare for vault door opening.
Hello and welcome to the stream, everybody. Watch this. I'm going to do something super cool. Here we go. Watch this. Look at my hat. Hey! Happy holidays, everybody. Got my little lights on for you. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Look at this magic that I've got going as well. It's cool. It's got a little thing in the back, everybody, where you can control the lights. The only problem with the lights is that you can't see it when the lights are on, because I have such strong lights, which are awesome. The whatever those things are called, the Elgato lights. Let me turn it off so it doesn't just waste the battery. But there you go. I got a fancy hat, everybody, and I'm ready to get in here and give away tons of loot. We're also going to play some games, everybody. That's right. Put a 1 in the chat if you can't see and hear me. We're going to play some Astroneer tonight in this bonus stream. Starting up a bit later, but that's okay. It's a bonus stream, so it is at random times. I try to shoot for 10 o'clock, but was not feeling all that well today. So I thought best rest up a bit extra and then get in here with full strength because we never give up and we never surrender, everybody. We never do. We get up every day and we do as much as we can. And that's all you can ask of anybody is that they really work at it every single day. So that's what I'm doing, working away here in the stream, ready to give away some more loot as well, because we're giving away all month long, everybody, all the way till the 24th. Loot every single day. Also, we're raising funds for the Vault Van Life project, which unlocks bonus giveaways. I have some bonus giveaways coming up this weekend as well. That are also built in. So yeah, all sorts of cool stuff, everybody. All sorts of really cool stuff coming up in the time leading up to the holiday. I hope you're all having a good holiday season as well. I just stream and I go to sleep and I eat and then I get up and I stream again. Just kind of in that cycle right now because I try to do 24 days of the thing. Oh, it says Fallout 4. Hey, thanks for letting me know. I always said it, and then it just makes up its own mind. It makes up its own mind. Let me try it again. It's funny because I have to press it like 50 times. Let me try to switch it to something else, and then switch it back, and then press done about 50 times. And then look, my title says Fallout 4 too. What the heck? What the heck? Hold on. See See, I must have pressed it about 50 times before. It does this all the time. That's why they call it Twitch, the Twitch glitch. Let me go ahead and try again. Yeah, even the name of the stream is wrong. Let me press it a whole bunch of times. Let me know. Put a 2 in the chat if it's fixed now. Oh, it said request throttled because I pressed it too many times. Let me check it over here on my other screen as well, which I usually do, and it shows up proper for me over here. And then it just like decides to set itself back to whatever my previous thing was. Looks like it's right now. Yeah, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and give you guys some cash for having my back. First with the ones, for being here early in the chat, and also letting me know, and actually I'll give you 2,000 for that, for letting me know that there was a technical problem with the stream. I always appreciate everybody who does do that. Remember, there's all you know, 1,000 moving parts of this stream, and at least 15 of them goes off the rails every single time. And again, I'm always like solving all these issues. But gonna do some more upgrades, hopefully through the holiday season to the stream. Very excited about that. Hopefully finally get time for all of these side projects that I've been trying to get to. So I will be out the Christmas Eve, the 24th, and then of course throughout the holiday, and then into the new year, and then I'll be back on the 6th. But for now, we're going to go ahead and play some Astroneer, and then what we're going to do is we're going to have a stream takeover next week, everybody. We are going to be doing, of course, 7 Days to Die on Saturday, and then on Sunday, and then all next week, we're going to be doing Fallout 4, except for on Tuesday, which we will be doing Satisfactory. So we're going to be doing a whole stream takeover all week long of Fallout 4. So we'll be doing both Mondays and Fridays, our bonus stream times with that, because we got a lot of builds to do, everybody. And man, we've just been having a great time. We also started using console commands to remove all the debris and other things like that, man. We're just having a good time learning all sorts of new stuff, especially with the Place Everywhere, or it's called Anywhere on console, mods as well. That's very, very fun. A lot of fun stuff going on over there as well. And I also saw, very rare that I ever see it update, but the PC version of Fallout Shelter has updated as well. So very excited about that. It's got the ghoul in it. So we might play some Fallout Shelter, maybe for Christmas, maybe for Christmas Eve. We'll put that on the docket. Once we get our mega builds done for Fallout 4, we'll kind of pop into some Fallout Shelter to kind of bring it full circle, everybody. Oh, it makes me a little emotional. A little emotional thinking about it. Bringing it all full circle, because that is the first game that I did play here on the stream, everybody. Probably most known for playing Fallout here, because I'm obviously in my overseer's desk. I did have other layouts, by the way, for Satisfactory and stuff like that, but one time it got corrupted, and it took all of those when they were gone. Which sucks. It also took the backups too, which was a bummer, bro. It was a bummer. But you know, who knows? One of these days, or maybe even over the holiday, I might put them back in. We'll see. Vardaman coming in with an O and a slide. I don't know, like, hey, what are you starting up, Kismet? I don't know what that means. What does an O and a slash mean next to each other? Maybe just peeking? Got one eye open? No? Hello? Is that you, Kismet? Is that what you mean by that, Vardaman? I don't know what that means. Maybe you're just randomly, accidentally typing in my chat. I don't know. Maybe it's cat come across the chat. Right there. Oh, that's waving. Oh, I never knew that one. Look, see, no matter how old you get, everybody, you can learn something new. Yeah, I see it. You got the head with the hand up, waving. I see. Very good, Vardaman. In fact, 1,000 Kiscats for making Kismet learn something new today. Very awesome. We got Dragon Wolf in there as well. Again, what I'm talking about is this right here, everybody. The 0 with slash. So yeah, it's a guy with his hand up. I'm an artist. So I can totally see it. Again, thank you, Dragon Wolf, for coming in and showing some love and saying hi. And saying thank you for Chissery G and Whis there, bringing in the Kismet love train. We got Whis with the ones. We got Dragon Wolf. We got Dragon Overlord. All letting me know it's working. We got Wombat coming in, bringing that big love. Look at that. Norbert showing the love in the chat there as well. Always, that's one of my favorite emotes I've ever had done. Everybody's Norbert with the heart coming down and just showing that love. It really signifies my stream, everybody. It really does. Try to bring the love every single time. Vardaman coming in with the 1. We got Paul also with the 1. There we go. I thank you, Dragon Wolf, again, to let me know that the title still says Fallout 4. I appreciate it. I was trying to change it to Astroneer. I changed it multiple times, and it decided to change it back. And I didn't even press any extra buttons, which sometimes that's what causes it too, everybody. I have a button that automatically says, hey, Kismet's going to be back tomorrow or whatever. But the problem is every time I press that button and say I'm going to be back tomorrow, I feel like it jinxes me. and then I just don't end up coming back tomorrow because of some IRL thing that goes off the rails. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll start using it again because it'll say like, okay, well, Kismet will be back on Thursday at 10 p.m. or whatever. But every time I press that button, it seems to be that's when my IRL goes off the rails. Yeah, thanks for all the twos as well. And I gave you a bunch of kids caps. Look at all these kids caps in the chat. There we go. That's how we do. Yeah, waving 07 is a salute. Ah, there we go. Now we know. Look, we're learning new things. Is also spelled wrong. What's spelled wrong? What is spelled wrong? What's spelled wrong? I spell stuff wrong all the time, man. I barely can do anything anymore. What's spelled wrong? Let's see. Is something in the title spelled wrong? More resources, more Megatech, Astroneer. Astroneer. Is Fallout spelled wrong? Is that what you're saying? Twitch being glitchy as always. Yeah, it's been glitchy since the first day I did it. You know what else it doesn't have on the title here? It doesn't have the word giveaways. Giveaways. It's not in the title. Try it again. Let me press it 47 times every single time. Okay, there we go. I think we managed to get it going. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and dive into some Astroneer. We got a ton of stuff to work on. It's going to be super fun. Here we go. Get hydrated. Hydration is good. Man, I'm so glad I switched to water, everybody. I'm not riding that roller coaster of sugar anymore. It really does get the thing going. It's your Twitch mobile. Well, maybe it was spelled wrong. Yeah, you never know. You never know. All right, here we are in our little shelter here. We're going to pop out of it. Look at my guy. He's big pimping, everybody. Look at him. We got him a new cool outfit for the winter time. Absolutely love it. I like his little wizard hat because I am a wizard, everybody. I'm a tech wizard and an artist. Very cool. And we're going to go ahead and get in here, give you the quick overview of how our base is doing. Look at this big boy. Look at this big old base. Oh, we need some sound here. Oh, we need to turn the sound down too. There we go. So as you can see, everybody, we have started on a bunch of our MEGATECH. So over here, this big building here is the thing that actually launches the satellites. And yes, it's supposed to look like it's half broken. It launches the satellites that allow you to do stuff like these landing pads here. The construction anchor landing pad, which means it'll send you a construction anchor, and then you can put those construction anchors in certain places, and then you end up with a flying 3D printer, which is basically what this part is right here. And so you put in the resources, and then those resources will build something like this cool biodome. Where you can see all my plants have died, which is my normal way I deal with plants in real life. But you can grow a bunch of cool stuff in here if you want, as well as we have our really cool over here, everybody, which goes back and forth and brings resources from other planets. So it's a hub where it can go to another planet, grab those resources, and bring them back. We really want to get that set up. Which we kind of barely figured it out, and finally we got the general gist of how it works. Because they don't tell you, everybody, no instruction manual. It's like, hey, you're just going to figure it out. Then we also have some sort of pad here. You can see that it does have some sort of connection here, some sort of panel or something that's over here. And honestly, I forget what the name of it is. Let's go see what the name of it is. A museum, that's what it is. Yes, a museum to hold all your cool stuff. As well. And then way over here on this side, that, by the way, is not part of MEGATECH back there. That's just something you find on the planet, which is pretty cool. But way over here on the other side, away from all of our other stuff, and you can see that some bad things happen to that. Way over here, ignoring my sneeze, is our orbital platform as well. So we have a lot of resources that we need to gather and get going. And one of those things that we need is the rail systems. If you notice that a lot of these have the ability to integrate the rail into it. See, I've been out collecting a ton of resources there. Right over here. So we can integrate that rail right in there. So if we wanted to, say, bring a bunch of ammonium over here to be processed, and then be put into the soil canister and the soil/hydrazine canister, we totally could do that. And that's something we probably want to do, right? So it's always got resources to run our large shuttle. Now, we do have the ability to manually run our shuttle here and have it run back and forth as well. And each of these have their own terminal. This is landing pad A, and this particular one goes to Glacio, grabs a bunch of resources, and then brings it back. Now, one of the smart things to do before you set it to Glacio is actually to put the canister on there so that you can, of course, swap out the canisters while you're over there, right? So that's a really great use of that. And we want to find ourselves whatever we did with that button repeater that was there. I don't have it on my backpack, do I? Nope. It's most likely over here in my equipment that I put over here. There we go. That's proximity repeater, not what we're looking for. Couple proximity repeaters there. I know we had a button repeater there somewhere. Let's see if we've got anything on here or on this one. Another proximity repeater there. What do we do with it? These are good questions, sadly, with not good answers. There's lots of proximity repeaters. Proximity repeater there. Why do we have so many proximity repeaters and not enough button repeaters? Hey, let's just put all these together. I'll also do a little organization. You do a lot of organization in this game, obviously, because you just have a massive ton of resources. So, just to kind of help us look for it in the future when we're actually looking for those proximity repeaters, because that'll be the next thing. I'll be like, where'd all those proximity repeaters go? And we won't have to ask ourselves that because we'll have them right there, nice and organized. All right. Now, the button repeater is different from the proximity repeater because the button repeater allows you to just press the button and then I can manually launch the ship. I can't tell you where I sent that. I think I might have sent it over here. Control some of this? That's a good question. Well, when in doubt and you can't find the thing you're looking for, make another one because that'll make it about 5 minutes later, you'll actually find the thing that you were looking for. Because that's how it goes, everybody. I don't know if you ever noticed that about life. That the second you're looking for something, can't find it, but then when you stop looking for it, bam, tons of it everywhere, all up in your business. We'll have this go ahead and take those packagers and stack those up there. We've got to go to the small printer. That's what we're doing. Let's go to the small printer, and we are going to make a, not a button, is it button repeater? I think it's button repeater, yes. Okay, we need some zinc over here, and we've got a little bit of resources just kind of spread around. We're just making, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. There we go. You can see the button repeater has a little target pin on the top there. So that's why I knew that wasn't the repeater. So let's go ahead and run right over here. We're going to put this on the ground. If you take this and you connect it to this side, I can now control this. And if I press this button, I like how it just totally didn't do it. Awesome. In theory, if I press this button, this will take off and go over there and pick up some loot. Oh, I think it's because it's on unload shuttle. What if we say, we don't have it on. I see. Ready to launch. There we go. So we'll go ahead and launch it now. There we go. So when it gets to the other side, it's set to load. Now, but what we want to do is start bringing the resources automatically to this launch pad on Glacio, and then automatically taking it off of here, and then running it actually right up here where we have our iron production, right? So we want this to collect our iron from Glacio, bring it over here automatically, and then be part of the rest of our process. Now, we've got a bunch of ships here, and they're kind of just sitting around doing nothing. And I probably am not going to use them because I realize that you can't use the small shuttle, really to shuttle items back and forth that well. So we're going to go ahead and take this and stick it over here in our future junk pile. And there's also an event going on that we're going to go ahead and work on a little bit as well. So let's go ahead and grab all these vehicles and get them out of the way. I just love tidying up my base, everybody. Again, it gets dirty because you're doing a whole bunch of stuff and you're working on that, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, time to tidy up. And it really does make a huge effect, not only on the base, but your ability to be efficient on the base as well. So let's get it going. And using my jetpack, dip back and forth. And you can't put it on the shredder, by the way. Now, you can blow those up, though. You can blow them up and then take the pieces and put them in the shredder. All right, we need some more hydrazine right over half, or our jetpack. There we go. All right, so we got that going. Now, right over here, everybody, we've got the highest level item in the game, the nanocarbon alloy. We got 77 sitting right over there, and I think we actually have some just sitting right over here as well. Let's go see. Yes, there's another 32 right there and another 17. So let's just call that 150. Roughly 150 nanocarbon alloy already just sitting around ready for us to use, which I think is awesome. Big time awesome as well. Now, again, this is a really fantastic game, everybody. I absolutely love it. It is so incredibly enjoyable to play. Highly recommend as well. Let's clean up some of this stuff off the ground. Let's just put it up here so it's not just sitting down there. In fact, we could probably just take this and use that light like that. We could take these and put them up here. These we could probably get rid of now. So let's just go ahead, run those over there. What I like to do is be at the max distance like this, so you can in between, so you can very easily just grab them and then swing them over this side. A little Kismet gamer secret right there for you. And again, you can just nicely clean up your base, get yourself organized. Nitrogen, that belongs over here. Right here, looks like. There we go. And I just try to keep that stuff from going in my inventory. It does, can get annoying. Wow, look at this. This is awesome. How much does this got? 198. That's just going to go and go and go. Okay, so we got all that squared away. Oh, it ran out of, really. Actually ran out of space. What else do we need? We need another one of these verticals. Yeah, we need another one of these verticals. I wonder if I have some of those just laying around somewhere. Kind of feel like I do. I don't want to use this one because I want to actually use that one for what it's doing right now. Show. Apparently we have a lot more packagers hiding in there that we don't even know about. We got one over here. Yeah, there we go. One that's empty. So what we're going to do is a great little trick, everybody, to consolidate this down. We're going to go ahead and turn the auto arm off. And we're just going to put this one over here now. And then we're going to put this empty one over here. Because what it's going to do is it's going to take all of this ones. Oops, we're going to try to put it. It'll be like that, are you? Right there. There we go. So it's in the circle. And then what it's going to do is it's going to grab the ones not only that are on the ground, but the ones that are on that one, and just put the packagers on the one that's kind of empty over there, and separate them from everything else. So we'll let that run for a bit, and then we can utilize those packagers later. We got a lot of power going here, so and we need a lot more because we have a lot of mega stuff going. So we'll get into that. Just trying to think of what the number one thing is we should work on. Probably some resources over here, and we were working on our copper, I thought. Did we mark our copper where we were extracting our copper? Good, I hope so. I hope so. Compass. I think it was out that way at this one over here. Is where we did that. I don't think that we did. I don't think we marked it with a beacon. I have a beacon on me. I think I was going to go back and use that beacon to mark that copper. Okay, so that's our first mission. Trying to figure out where we had a copper. I think it was down this road that we made. Right here. Go follow this road and see if it takes us to our copper. That would have been super smart of me to make a road that leads right there. Because we're going to also do our trains. We're going to try to get our trains unlocked and utilize those. Or trams, really. That's super useful. Oh, wow. That's exactly what I did. Wow. That was last week, everybody. I totally did not remember. All right. Well, hey, we've got a bunch of resources there, which is awesome. We can go ahead. We should have brought a canister there. We can go ahead and grab that off of there. We can grab this over here. Like this. And we'll get this going again. Now, I call this the bump, where you just go ahead and bump it a little bit. Make sure it's still in the ability for it to grab it. And we got a bunch of copper. Sweet. We definitely need to get a larger storage, but I think we just did that just so we can get a bit of copper as well. And I think I have a turnaround here that I made. Yeah, I can kind of see it there. Yeah, there we go. Now, before we go, yeah, there. We're going to run over here, and we're going to go ahead and put down this beacon. We'll just put it right on the thing here, and we're going to change it to red. Now, I use red for resources, right? R for red, R for resources. So that's what I do, and it helps me remember that's what that's for. All right, then back the other way. We're going to take our copper, which is extremely close to our base, by the way. We could also extract it and then have a tram bring it back to our base, which we will do probably later on. We can actually make this road go a bit straighter back to the base. Let's just go ahead and cut right through here. I feel like the vehicle, the number one thing I do with it, everybody, is to make roads. It is awesome. And now that you have even larger containers, you can get it going. There's also an update, by the way, for Astroneer. We're definitely going to check out what's new in that update. Let's see if we can just kind of match this up to what we've already got here. Yes, we can. All right, nice. And then we're going to go ahead and utilize our stuff over this way. Where do we want to put this? Over this way. And we'll have this go ahead and get fired up. Okay, do we have any extra containers laying around? Weird that I don't. Normally, I have a bunch of extra containers. Might be something that we want to work on. Let's let that fire up a bit. Let's go get this other one as well. And we'll let this one fire up as well. The retweets are good. Awesome. We'll go ahead and get to those here in just a second. There we go. That'll all get fired up, turned into copper. Again, don't see any of these. That see a ceramic and a ceramic. 19 here, 23 there. That's not quite enough to combine those. We've got iron here. We've got a whole bunch of various glass. 32, 16, 4. Okay, yes. So this is what you do, everybody, when you're looking for canisters. The first thing you can do is basically now make new canisters, or you can just consolidate the canisters that you already have that are most likely not full right now anyway. So I just consolidated that down, and that will allow me to have a canister for copper here. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull this titanium up in here and see if there's any copper converted. Yes, right here. We'll preload that a bit. There we go. And then we'll only put the refined copper in there. I can see we also have nanocarbon alloy there. We have a big thing of graphite and a very large thing of resin. What do we got here? Ammonium. 81 ammonium in there. Wow, okay. That's a lot of that. Okay, let's clean up our base a little bit more up here. We got to get to some questing here. I'm going to grind that up. Let's see if we have another Chemistry station here. Don't really need any more chemistry stations over here, but I might need them on other planets. So let's go ahead and organize those as well. And nothing like a nicely organized base. And then over here, another chemistry lab. We made a bunch of these for our tables over there. And we're doing good. All right. Now, if we need more of these, again, we can always make more about it. But I'd just go ahead and get those out of there. Maybe keep one right there in case I need it later. Wow, that is still not full. Wow, okay. Yeah, let's turn that off. I got a lot of packagers. And, of course, we have those because of the holiday event. And apparently, again, see, it looks like there's just one there, but there could be 37 there. Who knows? Or 537. Go ahead and move this out of the way. Another cool thing I can do over here is to go and combine whatever's on there to pull it off of there. Astronium. I could have sworn we had some of that sitting around. Oh, look at this. We've got some empties over here. Aha. We must have been cleaning those up. All right. Let's put them out here where I can find them. Oh, medium. Oh, we were combining the little ones into the big one. That's what we were doing. We were taking the small ones of seeds and combining it into the bigger one of seeds. Not that I don't already have 400 seeds over here. I was showing you guys how to do button repeaters right next to each other that can just keep farming and farming and farming that stuff. On and on and on. Oh, we've got a bunch of packagers over here. We can do a bit of micromanaging with. We've got some debris bundles. We know what to do with that. And I always feel like the maid sometimes in my own base. But such is life. I actually like to take stuff that's dirty and clean it up. A fun little thing to do, I think. Okay, yeah, now we're getting there. And then this here. And then this here, because we're going to use a lot of those packagers here in a bit. I feel like these are better placed over here now. So I can find them and combine resources. It's like my resource combine table over here, where I can go ahead and combine stuff together if I have a bunch of that thing. Like I have a bunch of ammonium here. We'll run that out. See, I just run it out so I can see it visually what it is. What do we have a bunch of over here? Astronium is what we have. And what do we do with that astronium? Because we had a good amount because when you're extracting the holiday event, the Halloween event, you end up with a bunch of astronium. Yes, and a bunch of holiday event stuff, items as well. Let's go over here and put that in there, which will grab some of that astronium out of there. Very nice. And then we have titanium alloy, which we'll probably end up using here. We've got some exo chips. Look at this getting organized. Nice. We'll grab another one of these for titanium. Again, I still use these smaller ones, even though I can use the larger ones now. It's just very useful. And again, I prime it first, and then you'll see that it'll grab all the titanium over there. So yeah, we're really organizing that nicely. Maybe just throw this astronium over here out of the way so this is nice and empty. And we'll just place it over there for future stuff that we're going to do. What else do we have over here? Lithium, titanium now, astronium, and glass. Okay, so astronium there, glass there. Kind of feel like we're just swinging this around like that as well. Okay, again, you can use these platforms for printing, which is really cool. Again, I thought, hey, I want to try it with my small printers and see if I can print that stuff as well. And totally possible. And again, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I hope you're having a great night, a great holiday season as well. Let's go ahead and put this back where this goes. Right over here. There we go. We need to go and find my vehicles. We need to go get some soil is what we need to do. All right, let's go ahead and find ourselves a nice little mountain to run over. So what we're going to do is just kind of make ourselves a little road here. I'm trying to match it to the current road. And we got to watch out because if you bump over that stuff, your drill gets all crazy. But we're going to go ahead and just go around this stuff here and drill right through the side of this mountain. We're going to try to keep... Oh, I guess we've already drilled through here before because I can see there's a big gap missing. But what we're doing is we're filling up the soil canister. And so I would imagine if you do this enough, everybody, you could actually shape out the whole entire planet if you really wanted to. But I just go under the mountain because I'm not going to really be spending a bunch of time right here anyway. And so I can go ahead and get thousands of resources just by doing this. Just drilling through. Plus also it creates a little access tunnel to get to the other side of the mountain pretty easily. There's a big mountain here. Oh, there's some of it. There's an opening there. I basically just get here and try to go at least as straight as possible until we end up coming out the other end. Like so. And then we'll go ahead and find another mountain to drill through over here. Let's go. I find this is one of the easiest ways to get massive tons of resources other than using your extractors. And again, we'll set up a whole extraction network, a delivery network, all that stuff today because we're going to need more resources, which equal more MEGATECH, which is what we want to do. We want to set all that up. But we want to fill up this massive canister of soil that we have. And if you can't really find any mountains, everybody, you can just dig down just below the surface and just dig under there. I've done that many times. But there's so many mountains, everybody, and there's so much soil in the game that you can do this all day. I have done where I've gotten massive amount of soil and then made a ring around the planet, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Hey, that's Mr. Non You. How you doing, man? Thanks for coming in and hanging out. All right, that's good enough. We got what we needed. Let's go ahead and turn that off and turn this around here. Back this out. Try not to waste any more of this soil, but might have to just drill my way out of here. Back to where I came in. I'm trying. Come on. It's really awkward when you have the trailer, because the trailer just is like pulling you in the most awkward way, and you're trying to like turn around, and it's just like in real life, everybody. If you have a trailer, trailers take a bit of finesse to learn how to drive and utilize as well. All right, I think we found our way back. And then we run on out of here. Run on out of here, everybody. Let's go. Okay. Oh, and then back to our base here. Oh, look at this, a little holiday event. I will take these free packages, thank you very much. Now, I showed you last time, everybody, how to really crush this holiday event, and we're going to be doing a bit more of that while we're working on our resources as well. If you notice, I'm not picking any of that stuff up. That's really low-end stuff, though you can use your packages on that if you want. Great way to get started as well in whatever you're trying to do. But I just go for the high-end ones after a while. Makes it way easier, including grabbing these things right over here. So since we're here and we happen to have some packagers, go ahead and just package that down. Makes it way smaller. There we go. And then we'll have this one here, and we're looking for the radiated ones like this, and you don't have to dig them out of the ground. You can just go ahead and package them, and they will just package down. So very nice. We'll work with those in a bit. There's another one over here, and there just happens to be a packager. So that I have to bump a little bit to get out of the ground. And there we go. And we're going to put that right up there. All right, now we're looking good. Looking good. Let's get on out of here. I see we have a ramp or something up here. Maybe we should just ramp our way up. And take this road. See where this road goes. I think it goes toward the base. Somewhere this way. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Where do you go, little road? Aha! Back to the base. I had no idea. Oh, there's ammonium right there. Kind of mixed with compound, though. It's kind of tough when you have stuff mixed together because you'll try to put your extractors down, and sometimes it'll pick the other thing other than the one that you're trying to extract, which is super awkward as well. Oh, we happen to be on the right side, too, over here as well. All right. And we have a bunch of this stuff left over down in here. Let's clean this up a little bit. Honestly, I could probably just cover it up and not even think about it again. But we want to go ahead and make ourselves a nice little spot here. Like this. And then hold down the Alt key. Oops, wrong key. Alt key. And just kind of fill this in a little bit. Holding down Alt's really awkward. A bit. And then we'll make a big hole over here just to get some dirt. Just to get some soil there. Then we'll hold down Control and we'll flatten all this out. Very nice. And then this time I think we're going to make a nice platform here. And we're going to flatten it out a little bit. Try to find a nice flat spot. Take a big old platform. And then we're going to go ahead and put this in here. Now this is going to make this stuff go flying all over the place. But we're going to have some fun and we're going to blow some stuff up. Now I like to put it up off the ground. Usually about, say about double height from your actual Explorer. Oh, I'm going to need a wider thing there. Let's get some more soil here. There we go. Like this. And like this. And this over here. Like so. There we go. Okay, now we want to run over here, and it just so happens that we have a bunch of this backlog just for such an occasion. Right over here. So we have a bunch of explosive powder. Let me run this back in. A bunch of explosive powder. Ooh, look at my fancy thing there, everybody. A little bling bling. Little bling bling. Oh, but apparently we were blowing some stuff up previously as well. Let's just throw that down on the ground. If we want to make another one, we'll have that one in our backpack over here. Now, we have a bunch of stuff that we want to blow up, including our little small shuttles here. We're just going to try to throw those up on the trash heap here and see what happens to them. I thought that was going to happen. All right, we'll just go ahead and just put them right there. Because they do attach to the ground, so you can just kind of sneak them in there. Running out of fuel. Again, if you aim at the ground level, they'll just hold right in there. Oh, out of hydrazine. Let's go over here and get some more. All right, there we go. Able to fly around now. And then we'll also put this one on this side. I think we... Oh, careful. I think we might need two. So what I'm going to do is put one right over here that kind of favors this side. And then I'm going to put one that favors this side. Now all you really need to do is blow up one because it's going to blow up the other. I suggest not to be around when that happens. Here you go, some epic fireworks. Run away! Oh, look at it all go flying. Holy mackerel. All right. But we didn't actually blow up our vehicles, which is not good. All right. We'll have to go and actually physically put it on our vehicles, apparently, because that should have totally wiped those out. I wonder if they changed that. That's a good question. That's a good question. Let's go see if we can blow up our vehicles. Look at this giant mess that we made over here, too. We got messes to clean up. All right, let's put this one in the center. And we're going to put the dynamite on this one. And then we'll put a dynamite on this one right next to this. And then we'll blow this one up, and that should blow that other one up. I'm out of here. Yeah, you have to actually physically put it on the ship for it to blow it up. It doesn't blow it up by proximity anymore. Interesting. I can see why they did that, though, because people probably accidentally blowing up their ships all the time. Not thinking it through. That's okay. Again, we're just trying to make ourselves a little bit of a junk pile over here of all of these various things. So basically, we need to put it directly on there. And the reason why we're blowing it up is so that we don't have to have it in our base forever, right? And you can see that it becomes all of these various resources here. And now we got some work to do. We got to get this over here and get that to grind up in our thing there. Very nice. Probably a good idea to clear our little thing here. We're just going to put all these on the ground, which you'll see I end up with tons of this stuff everywhere. Like so. Let's go ahead and take this soil canister back over this way a bit. Got little holes in the ground over here. Let's fill those in. Also saw one over there. We'll fill in. So this goes to our centrifuge. You can see they've been added a massive canister. I'll just put that right over there for now. Just to give us a little bit of room here so that we can use our vehicle for collecting all of these larger chunks. I highly recommend using the vehicle because otherwise you're just like back and forth a whole bunch of times. Oh, I don't think I can actually put that on there. It doesn't actually snap to the thing. Huh, I don't think I've ever tried it before. How about this stuff here? Does this debris snap on there? Oh, I think it just sits on there. Well, I guess we are walking back and forth. But we're going to go ahead and do what I call walking it, where you just kind of click it forward like this. I could have sworn that you could put those on there. But then again, they don't have attachments anymore, so... And then again, we'll do this really wide thing I was talking about earlier, where you kind of do this as far as you possibly can. So you swing around the other way. Again, we're going to clean up all this stuff here and use it for more resources. And just kind of cleaning up our base overall. Right over there. And let's get rid of all the debris first. Any other debris? Now, there's a smaller debris, and if you shift left click on that, it'll just pick up that small debris and put it in your inventory as well. All right, nice, nice. Bigger debris here. I think I saw some more small stuff. Yeah, right here. Oh, backpack full. Let's grab one of these while we're running over. Again, we'll grind that up, and then the small ones we'll put right in there, and we'll put that other one in there later. And then same thing here. We get in between both of these, and then just swing it around. Like this. Great way of going long distances. So showing you my gamer secrets, everybody. Much easier way to transport all this stuff. It's just to kind of swing around like this. And yes, this does affect my dizziness, but we do what we got to do, right? We do what we must. Like so. There we go. That does grind up fast, man. That really does. Again, you can usually put a couple of these on here. Let's move these a little closer. Really fast. You do 2 of them at a time. And again, it gives you something to do while you're waiting. Like we need more of these things, but really don't need it if it's going to be this fast. I'm going to have this cleaned up in no time. I wonder if I could take these little guys and put them on there too. Grind up these little guys. Oh, you sure can. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. All right, look at me learning new stuff. All right, let's put them on the junk pile as well. And that's because they are low priority. If you are going to use your packagers, you'd want to use them on something higher end. But these we could definitely put on here without having to use packagers. That's going to save us some time there. Again, we'll clean up all this mess that we made. This here too, and then some of these we can put on the back. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Again, these are for the event, so you most likely want to send them for the event in the beginning, but we're going to go do just the high-end stuff of the event, and the smaller stuff we're not gonna fret that. What we also need over here is we need the ability to do a bunch of stuff at the same time. Right over here, some little extra space there for all this scrap in case we do fill this up. Again, we'll just keep those running. Man, we made a big mess. That stuff went flying off into the horizon. Who knows where that stuff is? Okay, we'll clean this up just a bit. This is back in here where we can find it. Notice that I made that on purpose so it'd have that kind of bowl shape to try to prevent it all from flying out of there. We got a whole bunch of it to not fly out of there, but inevitably this stuff goes flying. I've tried to put it down the hole as well, but it'll just fly out of the hole as well. Again, same thing here. Just kind of walk this, and then get this over here. Now, I find the best place to do this, everybody, is actually Glacial. Glacial is pretty great for this as well. And again, we'll just keep walking this stuff in the direction we want it to go. We'll also take our Astronium and try to consolidate that back down in here. We'll get this junk, all the Astronium in there. More junk in there. Okay, now we are cleaning up our mess here. Walk this. I see another robot over there. Very, very messy. Now, the interesting thing, everybody, if I just leave this here, when the event is over, all of this stuff will disappear. If you haven't converted it into something else, it'll just actually disappear after the event. And also, you won't be able to utilize it for anything other than it just looking cool in your base. Even if you could, hold on to it. So, let's go ahead and put this Astronium in there. We've got some more scrap here. Nice. Let's go ahead and deliver some more loot here. Okay, more of this in here. And we got a lot of junk stuff right here. We made a mess. We're going to clean it up today. All right, I think this is full, so we can go ahead. Yep, that's full. Go get some more titanium. While that's off getting some titanium, we'll grind some more of that up. We'll take our vehicle. We'll turn around. Maybe even fix this little lip here. We can just kind of turn around and go back. And rinse and repeat. Now, the one we really want is this one right here, the stellar object. It's the one that's worth the most out of all of these. So we'll definitely want to do that. And I'm just showing you a great way of just cleaning up your base here during this event. Now, again, I can just ignore this, and eventually it would go away. But I like to clean it up because it's fun. All right, this one here and that one there. Plus, it also gets me more resources, though I could go extract massive ton of titanium right now. So I don't really need to do it, but again, great way to just kind of throw it on there. Now, I can add other things onto here, by the way, to grab more of these at the same time. I actually have some just sitting around over there, our big column things. But we're just going to go ahead and just make this easy by just grabbing stuff. Like so. And then, almost done with this. Get my guy to go around the thing. I can see what I'm doing. Shift click that. Okay. Now, some stuff went flying way out here. Might want to go for a little journey and see what went flying out here off in the distance. Oh, look out! K-Man Mox bringing that 47 months of sub love, everybody. Show some love in the chat. What's up, K-Man Mox? Teister coming in also saying hello. Big gigantic mess. That's right, Fast Rider. That's how we do up here. No Fallout 4 today. No Fallout 4 today. I did misspeak earlier yesterday that I was going to do Fallout 4. I was actually going to do Astroneer today. And then next week, we're having a Fallout 4 takeover where it's going to take over all week other than Saturday, Sunday, where we will do 7 Days to Die. So we're going to try to get one more round of Astroneer here so that we can get this holiday event going on. And usually a holiday event also goes beyond the holidays. Usually, like you saw, the October event was still going for a bit there as well. Now, to actually use these for the event, everybody, I'd have to package them all, and I don't really want to use my packages on this stuff. I would rather just go ahead and drop them in there. I wonder how many I can put 2 in there at a time. I wonder if I can put this in the little one. Put that in the little one? No. A little too big for the little one. And I'll just leave that there and, you know, break it down as we can. And again, we put a pedestal way out here. Now, this is actually the one that we want. And so we're going to grab this one. See that robot down there as well. And we're just going to put it right over here. And we're going to package it like so. And then it just so happens that over here we have a bunch of auto arms that can pick it up and put it here if I have a bunch of them. But I'm just going to put it on there, and you can see that that is worth 50. And you can go through and see what everything's worth, right? So this one's worth 50 here. And then, of course, if you get the snowmen are the ones that are worth 125. So you're really looking for the snowmen. Oh, we got a hype train going. Look out. Hype train is unlocked, everybody. And now's your chance to unlock stuff for the chat. You have a limited time to earn exclusive emotes. So you got 4 minutes and 44 seconds to show some love to the stream. You can sub or resub with the Twitch Prime. Or you can gift some subs to the chat, which will actually extend the stream as well here in the stream. So again, if you want some more Astroneer or stream action, feel free to show some love in the chat. I'm sure the chat would appreciate all the love you're willing to give. That's for sure. All right there. Very nice. We're going to grind that up. I wonder if I put this on here, if it'll automatically grab it. Let's find out. I think I have to auto arm feed it for it to actually do it. Yes, I have to auto arm it in there for it to actually put it in there from on its own. Okay, so all that good. Why do we have hydrazine in there? I don't know, but I'll put it on me. Same with another one here. Okay, so again, we are collecting stuff for that. So again, the thing I was talking about is this right here, where we could grab one of these and utilize this for collecting extra stuff. Oh, we got some stuff on there. We got some various plants. Do we have this plant? Yeah, right there. So, maybe this one? Aha! Yeah, see, we actually have a place for that. Put that on in there. Oh, we got this from another planet. That's right. And then we have a research item that we can put to use, though we do have most of all the stuff researched, but hey, we got it. Let's use it. Oh man, these couple of these flew down in here. By the way, notice that the tethers now are holiday themed, which is fun. Over here and over here. All right, all you ADHD people, this is for you. I got a little bit of it. I'm not too overly like obsessed, but I do like a clean base. I'm just saying. Probably get rid of this other researcher too. Or you know what we should do? Just package it. Might use it on another planet later. Who knows? We'll just go ahead and put that right up there and take this and just tuck that off to the side. There we go. Okay, now we're getting this cleaned up, and maybe some of this stuff on here, and then over there. Like that, and then this up here, so we don't have stuff on the ground. All right, there we go. Making some progress, some headway. More stuff in the shredder. Now, it seems like this is going to take a really long time, but it really doesn't, everybody. Just throw it in there, and then you go off and you do something else. You come back and do something else, and so on. Some more debris there to be scrapped down. And then what we need is a canister. Get over here and find a canister. And fly that back out this way. Just kind of manually take care of this. Astronium out here. Set the input. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why they just didn't make this input and output. That would have been way easier to understand, but it is what it is. All right, let's go ahead and flatten this out again. Got this stuff way up here on the top. There we go. All right, we want to blow some more stuff up. We know where to go. And we'll throw our stonium up there. Okay, so now, again, we have a bunch of stuff that we can go ahead take care of here, and then we can take this aluminum, or titanium, and we can put it right here. Right there. Organize that a bit. There's some right there. Clean that off of there, and then back over here because it's making more right now, and it looks like it's full again. It sure is. Again, you can automate all of this, everybody. That goes and gets the titanium, and then it automatically takes the titanium and takes it off the table and converts it. We'll get into real deep automation later on, but right now we're just trying to clean up the world. Now, you can actually put this on the back of your vehicle and just drive around and scrap it that way as well. It does require a lot of power. This right here takes 10 power. So you're going to need basically 3 RTGs for that. And you'll have 2 power left over to be used for your vehicle. But I have done that before. Very fun. Very fun thing to do. Yeah, every now and again, we'll just run over here, throw a couple of these in here, and then move to the next thing. Like this, and like this. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our quests over here and see if we got anything done, and see if we got anyone go. Okay, there we go. I beg your garden. Plant a seed in the biodome and harvest the plant before it wilts. And we're going to get artichoke seed, bulb seed, cone pod, finwill, hornstalk, nubcap seeds. Oh man, we gotta have a place to put all those seeds. Otherwise, they're gonna disappear. So let's go ahead and move this off to the side. Oh, there's a tapper in there. I must have got that from a quest. Let's put that over there, and let's go ahead again, repurpose one of these. Put our equipment over there. Repurpose this for getting those various seeds. So here we go. Okay. Again, it's giving us a whole bunch of different seeds that we'll go ahead and try out. Okay, I don't remember any of these seeds, but let's go try them out and see what they become. Now, you got to kind of tend to your garden. You can't just set it up and walk away, I've noticed. as well. So we can also, even though these have died, you can go ahead and get your seeds back like this. We were just testing this out. And just roll over them. Waste not, want not kind of thing. There we go. All right, let's check out these seeds here. Let's put this here. And then this one. See what these are all about. And then this seed. This one. And that one. Now the goal is to put it down, let it grow, and then of course get more of those type of seeds. So we're probably going to need a bunch of canisters. And we're just going through our canisters like crazy over here that we're utilizing. So we're going to go ahead and just put those over there for a minute. Now, these also get upgraded, by the way. Each of these things, like the museum, you can upgrade them with more resources. But what we want to do is go ahead, put that in there and see. Whoa, look at that one. In 11 seconds. Okay, this one's ready to harvest. Now, what we're trying to do is get 2 of them. See, yeah, there we go. We got 2 of those, and 1 of those we can put away. And then this one, we'll get 2 of those. Then we have a whole bunch of those. All right. And then over here, we will get artichoke and see if we get 2. We sure did. And then like this. And like that. All right, we need more things before that wilts out. If it does wilt, no big deal. You can always just pick it back up again and grow it again. And then the next time, just catch it before it wilts. So over here, we have nub caps. Now we got 2 of those. Awesome. Okay, and then I think the rest of these, we're just going to... Oh, that one was just 1, so we're going to put that again. Fin wheel. Oh, actually, the fin wheel gives you resin. That's interesting. Let's do that again. See if that gives us resin again. And the horn stalk, which only gave us 1. So we'll go ahead and do that like that. Again, we just let it run. It takes so many seconds right here, usually about a minute to get that going. And that sample there, just because I felt like it. So we've got all that going, looking pretty good. Man, time flying by. Time is flying by, as always. And we'll go ahead and put this up here. Let that melt those down. Okay, how we doing on scrap? Still got room. We've got more titanium here that we can swap out over there. And you only have to put it down for a second. I'll pull that titanium off of there, and then you can just bring this back. Put that there. And these take a little bit to grind down. But great use of your resources if you're not going to use them for the event. And again, I'll show you the resources I'm going to use for the event here in a bit. Again, great way of getting some scrap as well. Okay, what do we got here laying on the ground? We got our, nothing big, just the most valuable resource in the game. All right, let's head back over here and see if we can get them before they're wilted. Okay, this one, I think I did first. Let's find out. Okay, yeah, so we got some of those. We already have some of those? No, those are not those same ones. All right, so we got 2 of those. Oh, we got 3 of those. Nice. Let's move this down. Put that next to each other somewhat. All right, I want to see if this gives you resin. Didn't look like it did there, but I kind of feel like sometimes it gives you resin. So if we put one of these down and just throw it on repeat, will it just keep giving us resin? Say we do this. We do a little test. All right, so I'm going to make a divot right here on purpose. Then we're going to put this in the divot. Then we're going to use our button repeaters that we very nicely put away so we can find them. There they are. And we're going to do this. And we're going to do this. So what it's going to do is constantly keep this going. So I'm going to go ahead and go here. And then when I start this button repeater, it starts the other button repeater, which also makes the seed go in there. And then what's going to happen is once that's done, it's then going to collect it and then reseed it again, and then just do that over and over and over again. And in theory, we should have a bunch of seeds for this, as well as we should end up with some resin. So we'll see what happens. Maybe this is a great way to farm resin, because I've never seen where you do the plants and you get resin from it. So that's something new. And I love trying out new stuff, everybody. I absolutely do. Trying out new stuff. So we'll let that run. We'll probably turn around and come back and be like bazillion tons of that everywhere. And then here you can see that we were farming the pumpkin resource as well. Okay, what else? I think that's it. And we already got all these resources picked up, and we got them in different canisters. And again, we want to really get into all of that we can. The only one I saw that actually produces resources was this one. So let's see. This has germinating a new plant. Okay, it's done. Then it now broke back down and then replanted itself. It didn't give us 2, though. So again, it should be multiplying itself. So we'll just let that keep going and see if it eventually multiplies itself at an extreme degree. Okay, now you got to watch out you don't make too many of those loops, everybody, or it will slow down your game, because remember, it's just sitting there looping those things, and all of a sudden you'll have 5,000 of those, like what happened with my trees. I did that on purpose, by the way. I did want to have that do its thing like that. All right, when we're not doing anything, we should always be doing resin over here. All right, let's go ahead and get this resin fired up. First thing we're going to need is this canister over here. We'll fill that up. We'll run it in there. And off it goes again. All right, it's going to fill that resin up. We always need resin. We especially need it also for some of the stuff that we're going to build. So let's let that resin run. Man, we got just... There's just so many things you could be doing in this game at the same time. You got to just make choices. Because it does have a massive amount of stuff you could be doing. All right, and again, cleaning this up. Nice. Okay, so we want to go ahead and get our trams going. That's what it was. Oh, and we were going to check the rest of our quests first. That's what we're doing. Over here. What else we got? Constellation prize. Get the orbital platform anchor from the DLS. Deploy the orbital blanket platform, which we did. We're going to get large resource canister ×2. Is it the large, or is it just... Oh, my God. It's the large, bro. That's the big boy. Nice. Now, there's one that's even larger, but we'll take those. We'll take those. Break time. It's actually not break time. We've only been going for about an hour, 17 minutes, so really got another 45 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and refund you for that, but thanks for letting me know. And then the retweets are good, says Rotisserie J. Let me go ahead and check. Doesn't look like it on my end, but then again, it doesn't always refresh for me. Let me refresh it again, take a look, see if we've crushed those. You have! All right, awesome. So here we go. I'm going to press the button and give it a minute to catch up. I got this weird delayed reaction with my buttons here. We can definitely take this with us to Glacio. We're going to dip over there and get some stuff running. So those are very useful. Let's get back over here and see what else we got. Special event project cheer delivery. Bonus bites. So I've got plenty of those. As you can see, everybody, I have 48,000, and I've got most of the stuff already unlocked that I really want to use. Sometimes I don't unlock stuff specifically so I don't have to scroll through it in the thing, because some of that stuff you just really don't use, and it's kind of annoying to have to scroll through it all the time, unnecessarily. Okay, how are we doing on graphite over here? We have a lot of graphite. We probably want to go check in on our hydrazine. Be a good idea. How's our hydrogen canister back here? Oh, it is empty. Oh, perfect. Okay. Well, we actually remembered to bring our hydrazine canister for once. I get all the way over there and I thought, man, I should have brought a canister. Let's pull this out of here, put that in there. There we go. We could package those, by the way, but we're not going to bother. We got 18 launches, so we're good. So let's go ahead and get it going as well. as well over here. Right there, buttons. Buttons are hard. Okay. So the first place we're going to go is Caldor over here. And we want to get Caldor where it's automatically bringing the hydrazine over here. And so we want to set up one of these landing pads over here as well. Because I think even more than having the other stuff is we need to have the ability for it to have fuel, because it will auto refuel itself. So we do want it to go grab fuel. Not sure how to get the fuel into the fuel thing, but we will test it and see what happens. Here we are at Caldor at our extraction point. As you can see, we got a nice full canister of hydrazine over here. And again, we'll be scaling all this stuff up as well, everybody, where we just have an insane amount of these things. I hate these auto arms that just throw all that stuff in there. Hey, stop that. Run that back in. It's all full. All full there. Go back over that way. We'll pick it up eventually. Throw it over. Nope. Throw it down. All right, and then we can put... Nope, that's the wrong canister. And then we can put this in there. Run this in. Clean this up a bit. Put that on there. There we go, just in time. And then we'll rotate, and then we'll let that fill back up again. Now, before I leave, though, I'm going to do the bump. All right, go ahead and bump my stuff. Notice the little green went all the way back up again. Oh, lost that power. And then bump again. So it's sometimes a little awkward when you do bump it, that it will break power or whatever it's trying to do. But if you do it just right, there you go. We got all of them together. Can't remember if these are all connected or whatnot, but let's just do it. That one's connected to power. These two are all connected to power. All right, now it's going to extract at its maximum speed because I do have a bunch of RTGs and other stuff set up. And it's then going to just keep extracting that, that ammonium and then turn it into hydrazine, because it's also producing a bunch of hydrogen over here. And then we also got the output here, and it will automatically put that in here, and then that'll automatically run out of there into there. Very, very useful, as well as we also have a bunch of hydrazine for crafting and stuff like that. But we definitely want to put a landing pad here and try to get that going at some point. So let's go ahead and go off to Glacio as well, since we're already out and about. And we're going to go ahead and swap out this canister. Or put it in there if I forgot to put the canister last time. We'll see how this works out. I have it going the maximum rotation speed so you can get to your base as quick as possible. So I just kind of angled the camera so I can see when it comes up. There it is. See, I always have like a green beacon on it, so it shows me which one's which. Okay, we got the beginnings of a base over here. And we've got this going. And let's go over here and swap out our iron. So let's input. I think that would have more by now. Look at how high that goes, everybody. That's almost 200 right there. If we had multiple of those going, that would fill multiple canisters. So what we want to do is get that iron to end up over here, loading and unloading into here. So I kind of feel like this should be here, and this should be output. And then this way it can backlog into there, and then output it into here. And again, this is load. Load into there, and then goes back to Sylvia. So we put a bunch of iron in there, and now we can just manually tell it, hey, yo, bro, we're going to put this over here. Actually, I think we could put it on top of here. Yes, we can. So we can just go ahead and press this. Off it goes. It's going to take that back to Sylvia for us. And this means you could transport more resources if you wanted to, back and forth. Let's go see how our titanium is doing. This stuff's just sitting there in the air. weirdly. Oh! And that's how you crash Astroneer. Okay, well, now we know. Now we know. There is an update that we are going to look at here in a bit, the patch notes. But that's how you crash it right there. Who knows how much of that we're going to be doing again. Because we got a crashola. Now, it's the first crash I've had in a very long time in Astroneer. We're usually pretty rock solid. Rock solid. All right, load that game back. Let's get back in. Okay. Oh, it's because when I got out of my vehicle. Okay. So we were setting up our iron Oh, whoa! We're still here at Caldor. Up there. There we go. Still at Caldor. Okay, that threw me off a bit, but we got this. And we got the empty one in there going. Yes. Okay, because we got in the ship and it saved when we got in the ship. When you get in and out of your vehicles, it does save each time. Off to Caldor again. We can find it. Or, I mean, Glacio from Caldor. The game says, nope. I know, right? I feel like whenever you have a problem like that, everybody, when it crashes like that, I would just, instead of trying to shape that out, you go in with your packagers and just package it out of the way. That's what I would do if I cared that much about it. I'm just going to leave it and not mess with it, because such is the way it goes. And while we're waiting for this to land, let's go ahead and take a look at this MEGATECH patches. We do not officially support mods, so if you have used them on any of your old saves, you're likely going to crash. So there you go. New megastructures. The following 3 megastructures are exclusive to the DLC. The orbital platform, mega modules. Very cool. And then, of course, the biodome mega module as well, the one we just saw. There's the museum mega module, which very cool. Then, of course, a bunch of the DLC stuff, the orbital, the biodome, the museum, and then all MEGATECH thing. Now, I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool update. And, of course, there's also a bunch of free update stuff as well. The initial MEGATECH things are free. The intermodal terminal is free. The distribution launch system is free. And then, of course, some of the MEGATECH rewards are also free. You got a bunch of new items that you got. Large gas canister, large fluid and soil canister, which is really awesome. You also have a tether dropper, which will automatically drop the tether for you as you go along. Icon signal. Choose an icon display from icon collection in the items list. Small drillable item. Icon symbol. I haven't checked that one out yet. I'll have to check that out. New plantable plants. A set of 7 new plants you can grow and harvest. These are best suited for the biodome, but can also be planted normally. These plants, nubcap, artichoke, glacio, bulb, de solo. We better make a note of these. We better make a note of those so we can track those down. So it just so happens that I have a bunch of Astroneer stuff written down that I'm going to go ahead and put right over here in this spreadsheet. I keep off screen here. Embrace walk speed has been increased. This means you can generally walk faster while carrying a large object. Awesome. Oh, I really like that one. Exochips and seeds have been added to the list of resources that can be contained in resource canisters. Oh, really? Really? Exochips. I think we tried that earlier. That actually we discovered that earlier. I know the seeds can. Obviously, I just did it a bit ago. Train stations can now be set to pull items off of trains based on size tier. Yes, we did learn that. I didn't even know that was a thing. Also, PS5 now available. Updates, upgrading from PS4 to upgrade to PS5. The game has undergone an engine upgrade that is necessary of maintaining parity across multiple platforms. Cool. Rail posts and walkways are unable to be connected as intended on the orbital platform's ring. They work as intended on the Mega Mini Asteroid and the Mega Terrain platforms. Okay, so rail posts and walkways are unable to connect as intended. Okay, why would you not having them connect to the platforms. I don't understand. And then a whole bunch of hot fixes. New canister storage increase. Thank you, everyone who shared their feedback with the new large canister storage not being as high as they should. We did the math, and you were right. The storage capacity of the large gas canister has been increased to hold 400 small canisters worth of single atmosphere thing. The storage capacity of the large fluid canister has been increased from 72 fluid and soil canister to 300. To 300. So yeah, from 72 to 300. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, that is crazy, bro. That means we could have massive amount of fuel. 300 per one of those massive canisters. So that is pretty awesome. These changes also apply to the intermodal terminals fuel canisters. Oh, cool. So those canisters that are on the launch pad also hold 300 as well. Awesome. They're doing a great job over there. But again, I really enjoy the update. I wish I had more time to play all these games, everybody. But I try to play what I can play in the time I have to play it. You know what I mean? You know what? I think we're going to use this instead of on our iron. We are going to find out which direction it is. This way. Go check on our titanium. I like my little outfit, my little snowy wizard outfit. Pretty awesome. Oh, no, I did. Okay, cool. I put a canister already over here. Okay, I mean, we got 87. 87 is better than 0. This is not the greatest spot for titanium here. But, you know, it is what it is. Go ahead and do that. We'll connect this into here so it has full power. And then this is going to grab the titanium and feed it into here. We'll let that run. I'll just keep running and running even when we're not around. We got ourselves a bit of titanium here. Oh, running out of hydrazine. We got this thing right here in our shelter. Yeah, we should definitely shrink that stuff down. All right. First, we should save, though. And we can just go into our shelter to save. There we go. See, it's a saving game down here. We go in and out of there. It automatically saves if you're on multiplayer, by the way. Okay. Oh, we got to give this a little bump. There we go. How we doing here? 218 ought to do her. That's going to fill that whole thing up. But we need some of this. That's why I'm over here. We need a bit of this. And we're going to make ourselves, even though we have like 10,000 tons of them, on our, at our other base. But that's for the, for later's fun. We can just go ahead and do this to get this not stuck in there. Like so. Put that off to the side. And then over here, because I hate stuff that's floating. Need another one. Okay, now the funny irony, everybody, is we're running around with one hydrazine canister right there, but we got a gigantic thing, which says it holds 72, but I think that's before the update, so I think if we empty that out, maybe it'll hold 300 now. I think I did update my Astroneer. Yeah, it does have an update. Look, we got an Outer Worlds update. We got a Fallout Shelter update. We got a Fallout 4 update. There's only, I only got so much time in the day, bro. And I'm an old man, everybody. I can't just, you know, play 24/7. I can't do it. It's just physically not possible for me to do anymore. I mean, when I was in my 20s, I probably could have. I could have played day and night, bro. Day and night, but not now. I burned up all that energy long ago when I did graphic design. I would just every minute of every day, but it is as much as I possibly could. Just lived for it. Lived for design, and there we go. A little hydrazine in there. Nice. Okay. get our stuff back up and running. We clean that up a bit. Now it's all looking good. Maybe another little save over here just so we don't have to do that again in case things go off the rails. Okay, now we want to go ahead and see if there's anything else on here. Why did I turn this way? This is kind of a weird way to have this. Oh, maybe I didn't have the table there before. All right, let's move this table out of the way. Because the actual mission log thing is blocked. All right, print museum stage 1 package. Print the biome stage 2. Print an orbital platform. Okay. Additional schematic available. Collect data on the circuits. That's the normal one. Strange object. We haven't got to that yet. Glitch walkers. We've done that in the past, but we haven't done it yet. We haven't activated a gateway chamber yet. Unlock and print a probe scanner. Man, we got lots of stuff to do. A lot of this stuff is from the previous ones, but these are all MEGATECH ones here, so we really want to do a bit of those. But we actually want to work on this one, which is Snowpiercer. Place and activate the particular piece of the surface on Glacio. So I need to get this item again, so I'm just going to press it and it'll actually bring it to me wherever I am, right here. And so I'm just going to go ahead and set it up right over here by my base. And I've got it turned in such a way that it's aimed toward where the landing pad is. Ah, there we go. Okay. I like it, a little music stab. Okay, and then over here we've got a mission log. There we go, Snowpiercer. Place and activate the particular piece on the surface of Glacio. So we've done that. And we've got ourselves another QRTG. Pretty sweet. I'm just going to go ahead and put that. Oh, I don't think I can put it on the top here. That's right. You got to have specific stuff to put it on there. But I can put it here and just plug that in. There we go. Let's go ahead and look on the next quest. It's called Wind Up. Install a medium wind turbine in the logistics depot on Glacio. That's what this thing is, the logistics depot. So we got to do a medium wind turbine. Well, I think what we should do is take our stuff back to our base and come back and do that. I probably have some medium wind turbines laying around somewhere, and I'm sure there's some just laying around in the planet somewhere. But we're going to go ahead and just jump back to Sylvia because we know we can make it there because we have plenty of resources. Of course, the home of all of our resources as well. Yes, there's a Fallout Shelter Seafish. I was talking about that earlier. Yeah, with the ghoul and everything in Fallout Shelter. So we're definitely going to try to work that in before the end of the year. We're going to play a little Fallout Shelter, everybody. It's going to be really fun. Not today. We're going to have some fun with Astroneer for right now. And then next week, we're going to totally override next week with Fallout 4 because we got a lot of mega builds to do. All the way into the holiday, but we're also going to be doing 7 Days to Die, of course, with my crew, and of course the solo play. You know what we should do? We should put this right here, and we should go ahead and re-up our little canister here with fluids, like so. Ah, it's filling up that one. Hey, there we go. That's funny. It's filling up these other ones. Filling up the ones that I'm not aiming it at. Okay, so what it's going to do is transfer it out of here. Now I wonder if once I transfer it all out of here, if this then goes up to 300. It's 72 right now. Let's go see these other ones over here. Do I need to expend these to get them? Right now they say 72. Okay. This is 72. This one says 72. Maybe there's a canister bigger than these canisters. I thought these were the biggest ones, but we'll go take a look. Let's go super large printer. What we got? There's some canisters in here that I have not unlocked yet. Totally possible. Extra large resource canister. Mega Mini Training Shuttle. Needs fuel. Looks like you're trying to leave the planet. Would you like assistance with that? Oh, we haven't even got that done. And then rail stations, we can unlock. We can also unlock those via the quest. So I don't see it in there. Let's go ahead and check the large printer over here. Now remember, everybody, don't backseat game. I'll try to figure it out. If I need your help, I will ask as well. Re-downloaded it, I should say. I love the game. I know, right? Yes, Fallout Shelter. Yeah, enjoy that update, man. Finally, the PC version is getting an update. It was a tragedy that just the mobile version's been getting the update for so long. Because I did move from the mobile version to the PC version. Still have the same vault since day one, Vault 45. And then I moved it over there, and they're like, hey, a bunch of exclusive stuff on mobile. And I'm like, oh, come on now. That hoses me over. Hoses me over big time. But hopefully we get a bunch of updates and cool stuff for the PC version now. Very cool. Let's see. So we got all that stuff. Yeah, I don't see any other larger gas canisters than what we have. So it did say that it updated it. Let me go back over here again and click on this and just double check it's what I think it is. So free update. New canister storage increased. Update. This change has not applied retroactively to large canister built prior to this hotfix. Build new canisters should reflect these new values as a workaround. Empty a canister, packaging them, and unpackaging them should correct their storage values. Oh, we definitely want to take that. Thanks to them for letting me know, because that would have been about 4 hours of my time trying to figure out why my canisters are not updating, and maybe I was just reading it wrong. But yes, now we know. Package it and unpackage it. All right, we're going to do that. But we can't package and unpackage our landing thing. They said they'll fix it in a hotfix, though. So maybe our landing things here, we can do it. I don't know if we could package that. That's a good question. Can we package our landing pad over here? That'd be interesting to know. Nope, cannot do it. Nope, nope, nope. So this is permanently 72. Unless I blow it up and make another one, which is exactly what we're going to do. You're like, ah, Kismet, you got your stuff there. Yep, I'm going to run this all out and get my stuff off of there as well. I'll use this small one and run this back in. There we go. Let's go use this small one and go right here and enable input. See, it doesn't like transfer to anywhere other than on the ship. So you have to kind of manually do this, which totally sucks. Though I could get an auto arm out here to take care of this for me. I don't think we have that many. Okay, so there we go. So what we're going to do, since we can't fix this, or maybe we should just wait until they come out with a hot fix, maybe. It said it was coming out with a hot fix, right? Is that what it said? Let me just read it again in case I misread it. Oops. Too far. Too far. Too far. Too far. Okay. Bug fixes. Man, I went way too far. All right, way up here. Okay, storage fixes. New canister increase. This change has not applied retroactively to large canisters built prior to this hotfix. Build new canisters should reflect these new values. Building new canisters. As a workaround, empty a canister, packaging them, and unpacking them should correct their storage values. But are they going to do it? It doesn't say if they're going to fix that, though. So now I have these platforms that are at 72 instead of 300. Should we be patient, or should we just blow it up and see if we can blow it up in the first place? I kind of feel like we're going to blow it up and then rebuild it. Plus, we're going to rebuild a lot of this stuff anyway. as we go. Or we just build another one. Not blow it up. And wait for it to get fixed one day. Okay, well, we're going to take this out of here, and we're just going to go see if we can blow it up. That'd be interesting to know. This one out, that one in. There we go. And we'll take our little thing here and put it up here. Can we blow up the MEGATECH? Right over here. If you can't, would you remove it? I guess you would just build another one and ignore that old one. Eventually, by the way, I'll build another base that has that as the center, where we have a bunch of those landing pads that are just bringing stuff in and out, because that would be the smartest thing to do. Because this is where your resource exchange would be going on. Again, we'll try this again. No, can't do that. That's a bummer. There's your bummer. Okay, inquired minds want to know. I'm out. It does nothing. So you cannot remove this. Use? No. Can we blow up this platform? Hey, it might be, once you put those down, you might be stuck with it. Kind of a unusual move by them. Definitely something to check. We'll pull this out of here. And we'll put this in the center. Nope. Does no damage. Doesn't do anything. Okay. That can't be retracted. Oh, there it is. There's our button repeater. I'm looking for that. Our other button repeater's on the other side. So, yeah, it can't be destroyed. Okay, well, now we know. Now, we can make holes in the ground, though. Let's go ahead and fix that hole back in. Well, that's a bummer. So we can't blow it up. We can't take it out. We can't fix the stuff. But we do know how to fix our canisters. So, let's go ahead. This is perfect timing, too, because we can just turn this around this way. Run this in on both of these. Run this out, which should just be enough. 24, 48. Pretty close. We're going to run all this out. We're going to put this back on the ship before I forget about it. I like to just keep it here in this little thing and then run it out. And then I can just go ahead and grab them when I need them for my little jetpack here. And we'll automatically swap it out as long as I got one in my backpack. So we're going to run that out, we're going to package it, and then we're going to see if it says 300, which is awesome. Same thing with our gas canisters. So let's see if we have any very large gas canisters anywhere. I think we put it at Aatrox, didn't we? Our first one. So maybe we might want to dip to Aatrox while that's running. How much more? Oh, it's got a couple more. Okay. So again, let's see. Okay, so 72 now. We can see it's 72. We're going to package it. And then unpackage it. Hooah! That's 300, everybody. All right, that tells us also that we need to go to Caldor. Oh, man, we're going to have a lot of hydrazine. All right, we're going to go to Caldor, and we're going to bring some packagers with us and fix the one on Caldor as well, and then maybe dip by Aatrox as well. How many more things do I have? Oh, I didn't even look. But we're going to Caldor anyways. That's where all of our fuel is anyway. So we're going to take this one, which is empty, because we might as well, and swap it out with the other one. Right over here. See how full this one is now. I can just just go ahead and swap it, but or package it, but you'll lose all those resources as well. So let's run that back in. We are going to go ahead and take this and go like, come here, you. What's this over here? Well, this is titanium. I grabbed the wrong thing yet again. So who knows how many times I keep grabbing the wrong thing. Yeah, camera, doing weird stuff. Come on. There we go. Now we grab the right thing. So this is the one that has 300. This one has 72. So we're going to set this to input. We're going to output this one. We're going to go ahead and tell it to stop doing that auto arm for a second. So we can transfer the 72 into the 300. And then we're going to go ahead and put that right there. And then instead of it just making, 72 of them, it's going to make hundreds and hundreds of them, which is awesome. Awesome. There you go. Who are you? I am Kiss Kringle. Put those Kiss Kringle emotes in the chat, everybody. I come in and every single year and give away a bunch of stuff here in the chat. That's right. Is it Kismet's dad? Is this AI? No, it's not, Chuck. It's not AI up in here. I am the real deal. I am live right now. It's 2:25 a.m. in the morning on December 12th, 2025. And I can tell you, AI is not going to be able to say that to you. Unless I'm behind it, prompting it, I guess. I guess I can prompt it. But it's not going to think of that on its own. AI cannot think of its own stuff yet. Yeah, you're saying weird stuff in my chat, Chunk. Say another weird thing, and then I'm going to ban you. Because I'm too old to play high school games. So if you want to play little high school games in the chat, you go right ahead. But I'm too old for it. Remember, rule number 1, be respectful in the chat. Be respectful. I appreciate you being here in the channel, though. All right, let's go ahead and keep it on. I have people come in my chat all the time. They start putting weird stuff in the chat. It's a huge red flag for any streamer. When people just come in for the first time and start typing, 5, 6, 7, 10 lines in a row and start saying weird stuff, because then I think you're AI. I think you're a bot. And I'm thinking, there's a bot in my channel. I'm just going to go ahead and ban out that bot. So if you don't want that to happen, you might want to look out. There you go. There you go. I don't owe nobody nothing, by the way. I don't know nobody nothing. You're confused, brother? Well, hey, then I know it's not a bot. See, look, you actually interacted with what I said. See, that's how I know you're not AI. All right, let's go ahead and get this back up and running as well. Okay, so there we go. So now it's going to collect 300, which is awesome. And then this one here, we're going to go ahead and package to fix its size down, and then we might as well just leave it packaged for now, and then we'll unpackage it when we get it back to the other base, and then we'll put all that hydrazine back in it again so we can use it for our crafting. We got 10 more launches here, but no worries, we just happen to have a bunch of hydrazine we just picked up. All right, right over there. All right, we're out of here. Off we go. We're off and running. Yeah, and welcome to the stream, everybody. We're going to be starting some giveaways here in just a bit, right before I go on break here. We've still got a little bit of time to try to get some stuff going. Let's do that first. So we are going to Aatrox is where we're going to go. I think I put the big canister here, the gas canister, our first big canister. We'll go check it out, see if it is. If it is, then we'll upgrade it. We'll have to run it out, though. First. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I might have to get another one. Might be a smart idea. But I think I was doing... Yes, there it is. Okay, holy mackerel. Look at that sucker. It's got... Whoa, okay. That one has 640 in it. Yeah. Did that one already fix itself? How much did it say that those should go up to? Let's see. Let me look it up. There you go. So, large gas canister increased to hold 400 small canisters. it looks like 640. So I think it's a small canister, so it'd be times 5, right? So 400 times 5 would be a lot. Yeah, and you can't, it doesn't retroactively do it. It only does it on new stuff or stuff that you package and unpackage again. So we got to get another gas canister so we can see if we can fix this gas canister. Okay, let's go make a new one and see what it says. Let's see if it says 640. We're going to write that number down too so I remember. 640, there we go. Oh, did not mean to do that. Launched another planet. There we go. Off to Sylvia we go. Right over here. I thought you were a pro COD player. The name Kismet. No, that person is using my name. I am the Kismet. I was Kismet before that person was born. So they took my name. So yes. Yes, I've been Kismet for over 45 years, everybody. Actually, 50 years now. I'm pretty close. 46, 7 years. Somewhere in there. That I've been Kismet. I am the Kismet. I'm also the Kismet here on Twitch as well. So that person is copying me. I'm not copying them. So there you go. And yes, I'm not a pro COD player at all. I don't know what his Twitch channel is, but it's not this one. I've been a Twitch partner for 8 years. I've been streaming on Twitch for 10. So yes, I've been here way before when that guy was still learning to walk. I don't know. I don't know how old that guy is. I guess I can look it up. Hold on. Let's go look it. Let's go look him up. Let's see. I've seen him before. Let's see. He was 16. So he was 16 when I started streaming, and he didn't exist when I got the name Kismet as a nickname. By 20 plus years, everybody. So yes, you can either be the thing or you can be the one. So I am the one. He's just copying my name. So there you go. And apparently didn't bother to check on Twitch or anywhere else before he took the name and said, hey, what the heck? I probably shouldn't take that name because someone else is already using it. But that's the way it goes, everybody. That's the way it goes. Again, I got that nickname many years ago because people come in and friends of mine when I was young, we'd be talking about something and I'd say, hey, we should go and do this, 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 and this. And almost word for word, another friend who wasn't paying attention, who would walk from out of earshot, would walk up and say, hey, we should go do this and this and this. And then they'd look at me and say, whoa, that's weird. That's like Kismet. Just like you'll see all the time, everybody, that I will answer questions in the chat before I actually see the question, by the way. And before, sometimes they're even asked because there's like a 10 to 20 second delay depending on who you are and whatnot. So yeah, so thanks for coming in and hanging out. I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you coming in and hanging out as well. Yeah, I suggest, you know, you search it on the internet first. Make sure you got the right person as well. So again, thanks for coming in and hanging out. I appreciate it in the chat. All right, let's go ahead and keep on going. How we doing over here on our thing? It has disappeared. What the heck happened to our thing over here? I guess it redid it, and then eventually it became seeds, and then those seeds never regerminated. And then just disappeared. Well, let's make another flywheel seed here. Again, we were trying to make some resin, but it doesn't seem like it works in there. I won't let that run. That goes for about a minute. So that technique doesn't seem to work because it's not here, or it could have glitched through the ground. That could have been an issue as well. I see that they're off as well. So they kind of automatically turned each other off. Something went awry there, and then probably it turned itself off, and then the seeds were just sitting there and weren't getting replanted as well. I wonder if they fixed that. You probably watched my stream and said, oh, we're going to fix that. Like, I really like that feature, as a matter of fact. I don't know. We'll give it another shot here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this fin wheel right over here. And then, you know what? Let's make some more. And we'll take this one. We'll try this again. Oh, okay. Okay, dokie. We're going to try this again. We're going to put this right here. We're going to put this right there. Let's start this one. We're going to put that on repeat and see if it grows more than just one. Okay. Oh, we got a big hole in the ground right there for sure. For sure, for sure. Oh, I hear my hydrazine running down. Speaking of running down, we got to get our hydrazine back in our canister here. We also have a bunch of titanium we got to work on. All right, let's run these back into there. And that now is 300. Pretty sweet. And then this one over here, we'll get going here. And then we want to run it to another canister, which we happen to have right here. And we will go ahead and pre-prep that one. There we go. And then this one will grab all this extra titanium we had laying around, which is pretty sweet. And then that'll clean that up. And then it'll clean up all of that. And then we can also convert this one now. And it will convert all that titanium. And now we have an empty one of these things. Very nice. Put that over here. Whoa, okay. We have maximum resin. We've maxed out our resin over here. We got 400 resin right there. Pretty crazy. We're going to need it because we're going to have to make a new pads here. So, what is this called again? This is called the intermodal terminal. So we're going to need a new intermodal terminal because ours does not have the new update on it. So I say we go ahead and figure out how to set that up over here. Okay, what do we got here? Distribution launcher. Construction anchor load. Orbital platform. Museum. Biodome. Intermodal thing. All right, we're going to load that one. Intermodal platform. And then what we do is we go over here and we call that down to whatever planet we want, because it launches it into space. And then you go to the planet that you want it to pull from. Oh. Pad occupied. What's it occupied with? Let's collapse it down. Move it a little bit. Put it back up. Pad occupied. Destination for construction center. Place the desired location and activate the button to call the construction. Okay, it says it's busy basically. Huh. Okay. Acting a little funky today, but such is life. Okay. Yeah, I can't get that to work. That's a bummer. Maybe we need to do a construction anchor instead. And we need to get more hydrazine. Constantly with the hydrazine here. Constantly with the hydrazine. There we go. Okay. Construction anchor load button. Biodome, museum, overall platform. So these are the 4 that we can do. I think we have to make it over here. Aluminum alloy, ceramic, and exo chip. All right, we'll just make another one of these. This on the side. Ceramic and aluminum alloys. Ceramic we've got right here, conveniently just sitting on this. And aluminum alloy is over here somewhere. Tungsten carbonide, diamonds, aluminum alloy. All right, we got a couple of those. That right back up there, and we need one more. And we're gonna go ahead and grab it over here. And off we go. Okay, so it's going to make one of these thingies. And maybe we can put a second one down and use that instead. And we'll just package this one and get rid of it. It might be glitched. Okay, so we made a new one over here. So we'll break this one down so we don't have any, like, issues. We might need to package that and then bring it back. Oh, maybe that's what I should have done first. I can always use them on other planets, too. All right, we'll package that one down. We'll bring this one out. See if this one lets it work. Yeah, see how it's not red at the top? So that is working. All right, so here it comes. Press the button. And now we wait. No? What's going on? Maybe it doesn't have power? No, it does have power. These are good questions. Why is it not distributing it? We've done it before. We know it's there, and we can see that it's kind of stuck. It says pad occupied. But we didn't get anything. Oh boy, we might have to start a new playthrough. Things are getting glitched. Oh boy. Yeah, that sucks. That's glitched out. I can't figure out why it's glitched like that, and it won't deliver our item. Plus, this right here is not ever going to be fixed unless they come in with a fix for it. I can't destroy it, and I can't package it. So that feels like a new playthrough if I've ever seen it, everybody. Again, we don't want to have our stuff all glitched out. Of course, it could be something simple like power, but I do have plenty of power over here. This is like 50 power right there alone. Maybe we should wait till the daytime. Let's wait till the daytime when we have some more solar power and stuff and see if that allows that to work. Because a lot of these things use a lot of power. So maybe it's a power issue. Because this is using 10 power over here. I guess I could just cut this off and see if it suddenly works. Same thing over here. Just cut that off here. See if this suddenly brings it down. It seemed like it's going to. Okay, I'm going to bring it back. Let's see if that resets the thing. Okay, now it's back to green. Okay. We brought it back. I love working around stuff. All right, put it back in there. Then it should be blue. And we press the button. And then it should bring it in here and land it in here. Okay. Not good. Maybe save, reload. All right, let's save and reload, see if that'll fix it. If not, I think I'm going to start a brand new playthrough, everybody. Brand new playthrough, round 2. Because again, now my stuff is stuck like that. I would imagine they would come through with a retroactive fix and fix all of the previous bases that have been made. But let's save. Let's go ahead and go to the main menu. I could have just saved right there. Save main menu. And then we'll try to reload the game here. Because again, they did make changes, and I'd have to go through and make a new one, and that one would never be fully usable as well. Okay, now look. Okay, it's green now. And now it's green. Construction anchor not loaded. Looks like it's loaded to me. Again. Okay, so. Blue. Launch tube loaded. Again, this is our intermodal terminal. And then get our intermodal terminal to come down. Nope. Very broken. Very, very broken. I don't know how to fix that. Again, is it a power issue? Well, again, we'll let the sun come up. We'll give it one more shot and see if it's a power issue. I don't think it is because it's only going to give me 9 more. And this is 4, 8, 16. Or no, this is 6, 12. This is 12 times 4, which is 48. And this is 48. And this is 48. Right? Yeah. So that's like 150 power. So why are we not getting the intermodal? Again, it's basically one of these landing pads. One of these landing pads that we can build. Okay, that's it. I don't mess around. If I see something like that, or if I see something's messed up or whatever, I'll just start a new playthrough. I never mind. And what we'll do is go out to the main menu like this. And what we do is we always, burn your ships before you sail to the new world, as they say, everybody. And that's where you just go in and just do it, everybody. Boom, delete your previous saves. Just delete them out of there. And then you have no recourse to go back. And I do love to start a new adventure. So now I gotta change the title of this one. You know what I'll do is I'll stop my recording. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Okay, stop recording. Well, people on Twitch can't see me now because I hit stop streaming instead of stop recording. There we go. All right, everybody, put a 1 in the chat if you can't see and hear me. Sorry, I hit stop streaming instead of stop recording. It sucks being an old man. You let me know if you guys can see me now. Put a 1 in the chat. Again, my bad. That was my bad. Okay, so now we have to go and stop the YouTube one so that we can make a new episode. So this will be properly episode.